Alright, so I'm going to now play the Elixir. And I'm going to play it on difficult difficulty. Oops, got to adjust the mic there. Okay, good, good. And this is really one of my favorite missions. And I really feel as if when I put the video on YouTube, I'm going to really do it proper respect. So you start out, we notice, in this alleyway. And there's a lot of different things that we could look at here. There's this door. It's got a keyhole, but it's got no handle. So, you know, that might but might not necessarily mean we can't get through it. Let's really focus on that keyhole, right, with our zoom lens. Now, it might look like a texture, but, you know, sometimes textures in games can still be interacted with. So let's use our lockpicks, and let's check our. Well, we've got a slow match. That can't be used with a keyhole, but, I mean, you never know. Maybe there's some wood we can light around here. We've got your standard assortment of stuff. We can check the map. Perhaps there is a special pick wrapped up in the map. No, it looks like we can't open the door, but if it turns out that we can, unfortunately, I'm just going to have to accept the possibility that I may be stupid, okay? So that's always possible when I play these games, you know. It's a very real danger. It's not just, you see there, I didn't pick the lock correctly, so that's one stupid point in my stupid score. So, you know, it's always possible that no matter how good you play, you might be an idiot. So you have to try your best not to, oh, you see there, I ran again. That was maybe, you know, sort of the first big step on the road to the depths of idiot, I say first. Let's really look at the rat, because perhaps the rat has something useful to tell us. I mean, these rats are really just way too hasty, okay? They just scurry around like it was nobody's business. I mean, Jesus Christ, these rats would be the worst dark mod players were they to play the dark mod. Well, let's really look at this. Oh, you see, there's a rat in the pipe. Perhaps he's got a key for us? No? Good spider webs, though. I don't know. Maybe I can get into that tunnel or reach into it somehow and get an item. That's a spooky, evil tunnel. Now, perhaps there's more items in the water here. I don't know. I don't think I'm really looking slow enough. Remember, we have this very slow pace here. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I think I do remember the pace being a bit slower the last time I tried this. I'm really disappointed in the Dark Mod crew for making your crawl a bit faster than I remember. Then again, I could be misremembering. That's always possible. Well, there's an apple core. I'd better pick it up and carry it with me in case, you know, it could end up opening a safe for me or something. So there's that. Well, I don't think there's anything else in the water. I mean, oh, hang on. There could be a coin or something down there. Let me see now. No, it looks like a bit of something. Perhaps a bit of an apple or another apple core lying beneath. Clipped into the architecture. Well, I guess, you know, clipping into the architecture is not the greatest thing, but we can't necessarily blame them after all. Even I am a complete fool sometimes. Well, I guess, okay, we have to take it up. We can't open the thing. At least I don't think so. No. You know what? Let's try. Let's be ultra thorough. We need to try and see if we can, in fact, open the thing while carrying an apple. It looks like not, so let's carry it up with us, okay? Well, I'm gonna have to accept that. You see, I'm terrible at the game already. I'm turning around and I'm falling because I don't know how to not turn around and fall. It's really easy and obvious if I would just focus a bit more. So let's just try to focus. Free my mind. Free my mind. Okay, now you see, the thing is with this apple, you might be wondering what we could possibly do with a half-eaten apple. Well, most people would prefer a non-eaten apple as food, but if you really think, if you really just focus and go slow and think, you'll realize, well, we know there's a guy up there, okay, because we're psychic, and, you know, like any good player, we're psychic. Oh, you see, I missed the thing again, you see. Oh, yes, that's right. This apple you cannot mantle while holding things, which means I should probably try to... There we go. So there's a guy up here who seems to be down on his luck, and, you know, he's lodging, and he's not got a single coin to his name. Oh, man, you see, there we go. I'm just screwing it all up. And so, you know, you figure if he's not got even a single coin with which to buy a non-eaten apple, well, it stands to reason. Oh my God, this is just such an embarrassment. I really need to go slower. Okay, but I can't reload because that's even worse. You see, I'm forgetting you can't mantle while holding things. Honestly. I know that you can in Thief, but Thief is a terrible game. You see, he's got one apple core, but one isn't enough for a day, okay? Let's cook it over the fire, nice roast apple core for him, and give him a second one, right? It all makes sense if you just sit down and think. So, okay, so now that that's finished, I don't have a healing potion, so I really got to be careful here. And just really pay attention to everything. And if I even make the slightest mistake of not paying attention for even a second, you know I'm a terrible player, which I really do not want to be. So that's why I'm being very careful here to demonstrate to the internet that really I am the greatest dark mod player. I do not mess around, okay? Messing around is for people who just hate their viewers by providing them poor quality content, subpar quality content, okay? Now you'll notice that I'm paying attention and looking at these, pardon me, people walking. You notice that guy could be in my way, and there's also another guy who could end up in my way at some point. I can't see him right now, but I know he's there. This guy, okay, he did turn around. For a minute I thought he had his back turned to me, but no, that would give me an opportunity to be lazy, and we do not want that. Be very, very, very cautious, okay? Okay. Now, as I kind of, well, I mean, let's check this door first, okay? Let's check the door first, just to make sure. It doesn't look like we can get in. Let's scroll through our lockpicks manually without even using the shortcut keys. We don't have any keys. Okay, good. What about this? Let's examine the keyhole. Let's use our lockpicks with it. Okay, okay. Doesn't work. Good. Now, as I carry on into the building here, I just want to point out something here. Now, there are two men over here and one sleeping woman, and one of the guys, he sometimes comes into this room and starts circling around by the window in a way that is buggy and not intended. Oops. Oh, gotta be careful, gotta be careful. Oh, no, I thought that door was opening. And in a way that makes it so that you can't actually get anywhere. Now, this might seem like an engine flaw, but it's actually your fault. If you get frustrated by the engine bugging out and causing you to not be able to get anywhere, it is your fault, not the engine's. This might seem counterintuitive. Okay, there's my one cut permitted in this video. I decided to restart as I really just wasn't playing optimally, okay? You know, I got hurt, I forgot you could mantle with the apple, so I decided to restart and use my one permitted cut to kind of take you back here, and notice that there's two guys here. I just wanted to show you that I can in fact handle two guards rather than just one. You can see I have no blackjack because I'm playing good, and I'm really just focusing on this guy's butt. Okay, you have to focus, and a butt, you know, what better thing than a butt to focus on? So, as I sort of come back around here, and we've checked the door already, so let's check the drain. Well, that looks like it takes us into the abyss, but it might just take us into the sewers again. Let's not assume it's the abyss. That would be being really hasty. Okay, so there's those vents down there, and they lead nowhere, so we already know we have to go up here. And, you know, last time, there's a baby crying now. This is very important flavor. Oh, you see I got caught. See, now I have to restart again. See, I have to restart the mission once more. You see, this is what I get. Using my one cut, and I have to restart the mission once more. So, you know, thankfully we do know that we can't open that door. So this is where focus really pays off. You know, it's that you know things and you can learn them. But of course, knowledge does tend to be transient, as you know, there's only so much you can fit in your head. You see there, I had forgotten how to pick a lock effectively. Whereas, you know, I remembered that you couldn't open the door texture, but in order for that to get into my head as a memory, I had to bump out another memory, which is how to pick a lock good. So you see, it's really difficult to play a game, more so than you might think. And yeah, you see, good, getting up there. Now we know this guy has nothing, and he doesn't really need the apple as he's already got one. So let's just, you know, continue on out here. I also know there's other rooftops up there, but honestly, you know, a really good player focuses on the mission at hand and does not simply traipse around the rooftops. Oh my god, you see, now I have to restart the mission yet one more time. Perhaps this is a sign that I really should take to the rooftops, okay? And, you know, let's even watch the intro this time.
Sir Barrington, as he likes to be known, enjoys the prestigious reputation of having lavish yet intimate dinner parties. I've heard the tales about what goes on in the noble's dining room, but I believed none of them, till now. Orbeck, a local shopkeep who makes special deliveries to people of high stature, heard Sir Henry Hubelo raving about Sir Barrington's special elixir. It cures your ails and gives you vigor. By the hammer, it extends your very life, he exclaimed. Orbeck begged Sir Henry for a small sample, and after one sip he was sure that the potion was nothing more than mineral water and spirit. He asked Sir Henry if other folks were as fond of the elixir as he was, and found out that folks are paying handsomely for these small vials on a weekly basis. Some lords pay for exclusive treatments and bathe in the tonic. Lord Barrington even brings in an occult expert every month, where supposedly the power of the elixir is renewed by the full moon. Never one to pass up the opportunity for a good scam, Orbeck has decided to take a cut of this elixir business. He has made an elixir of his own that needs to convince Sir Henry that it's really the same as the magical tonic that Lord Barrington has been selling. And that's where I come in. It's rumored that Sir Barrington's most prized possession is a painting of the revolutionary inventor Guillermo de Sojas, the day after he won the Battle of Billenstoon. If I can steal this painting, Orbeck can use it to prove that he also got the elixir from Sir Barrington. Once Sir Henry tells all his friends that Orbeck's stolen elixir is healing his heart, soothing his pains, and igniting his libido, they'll be lining up at his shop.
Hello again. That was a good intro, wasn't it? Now, you may notice I didn't cut out any real-life sounds you may have heard during that video because, look, editing is for dweebs who do not take their plays seriously on the internet, okay? This is for crazy Let's Players who go, hey guys, name's Sven, and I'm playing this, and then the cut, I'm saying a word, saying word. Look, that is for those people, okay? You don't edit your sounds out of the video. So, let's try it once more. All right, let's use our knowledge to attempt to pick the door. while also remembering what we may and may not do in this mission. And I think I forgot to check this part of the water more thoroughly. So let's do that right now. Okay. I don't know if we can open that vent, but I think the floor is transparent here. No, perhaps it's just, water reflections. I should have realized that straight off the bat. A transparent floor? No. That's for stupid people. Intelligent people immediately realize it's a water reflection. I really just need to focus more. Okay. I know this is a very fast walking speed, but I think I'm skilled enough at this point that I can kind of get back. Oh no. See? Hubris. That was an example of hubris. It'll kill you. It'll do you in, okay? So now let's go to the rooftops as we were foretold to. All right, there you go. Good mantle. First time, first try, every try, okay? And, just to make sure that there's no other, we've been in there already. Let's head in here. All right. So there's no AI here, so I was mistaken the last time when I believed the false thing that there was an AI here. Quite embarrassing, but everyone gets embarrassed now and again. Okay, excellent. And there was the readable about music at the bar. Smith is misspelled with an E at the end. That's not how you spell Smith. So that's also a bit of an embarrassment on the part of the author, but there you are. Now, perhaps this is meant to be how we get to the end, or just how we observe these guys from on high, because we know from experience that loop around there doesn't really lead anywhere. So let's be very cautious. And that's not where I was. There we go, the window. And let's go back down to street level, the respectable way. Now there could be other loot in here, so let's be very cautious. Yes, you see, I did the jump mantle. That's not the dedicated mantle. It's when you jump mantle, but then you do it correctly the first time. Okay, could be something behind the shelf. Ooh, we got to be careful not to clack. Let's close the window and keep the heat from the fire in, so that we don't waste fire electricity. Ah, you see, I would have missed that gold piece had I not been really watching out. Okay. Now, it's a sign of a distinguished person to clear one's throat. Okay, this is actually going to be a bit difficult. It looks like I'm not maybe going to be able to get down here without getting killed. So, in fact, perhaps I should go to the other side. Oh, no, there we go. Okay, excellent. Now, as we were, look out across the street. Okay, the guard is over that way. Excellent. He is now walking over to the left from our perspective. It is, of course, the north. The north, as you may notice. Oh, we better back down. Better back off. That guy is guarding his territory. Better back off. Okay. Now, we may be able to climb on the wagon, but let's not risk it, as we seem to be a little bit lit up first. Now, he's walking back there, but this guy may actually end up walking back this way pretty shortly, so let's wait for him to do that. All right. Now that we've waited, let's be cautious. However, let's be cautious. Now, it's sometimes appropriate to run. Okay, caution. Caution can go ahead hand in hand with running. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have allowed him to speak without talking. I forgot my etiquette there. You know, if you know that you can make it in time, you may run. It's not against the rules necessarily. It sometimes is, but, you know, just got to take it nice and carefully. Okay, so now we see that the male noble there is walking away from us. However, there's another man there. Now that, okay, I don't know if that was the noble or if it was that guy, but you see how he comes out to the window. Sometimes he runs in a circle. Now, like I said, that is your fault, not the game. So don't get angry. Just continue to play the game good. Now, you might think you can't play the game good if you're literally incapable of progressing the game due to being blocked by a broken AI. Okay, there we go. There we go. The two people are leaving the room. But that's just because you're stupid, okay? And we don't want to be stupid. That's really the last thing that we want. Now, let's put out the fire. This might seem overly aggressive, you know, using a weapon, but let me assure you, putting out the fire is entirely necessary, okay? Now, let's go back out of the window and wait for opposition to walk back in so we can decide what our course of action should be. Okay, so he's sunning himself by the sun. We've turned the fire into the sun by making it into a black body, you see? Now, okay, we had a first alert there. Now, if I had my stealth score marked, that would be a stealth score mark. But since I don't have it visible, it doesn't exist. Oh, hang on. That phrase was almost actually a little bit amusing. I shouldn't be saying funny phrases. Should not happen. Now, let's carefully go into here. Okay, he decided to come right back out. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, we're going to... Can't close the door. Well, you see, engine bug, our actual fault.
Someone else is going to have to do it. So I bet they won't.
Our actual fault, not the game's, okay?
Much worse. I'm going to have to do something
Now,
about
you may not always know why it's your fault, but just please know that it is, and you should feel very, very, very bad about it. All right. Now, let's look around carefully while the AIs are walking. Right? This is the challenge of the game. Okay, so now he has perhaps fixed the engine.
I don't have anything to light it with.
Good, so he's fixed the engine for us, so he has looked upon us with mercy. Excellent. Now, is there anything here? Well, there's this. Oops, I bumped the stool.
Someone else is going to have to do it, though I bet they won't.
Yeah, I've half a mind to restart the mission for bumping the stool. Yes, you know what? Let's restart once more. That stool bump is completely unacceptable. Now, we have watched the introduction, so there's no need to watch it once more. But we do need to complete the mission, so... Excellent, excellent. Now, I think we've learned by now that we may run in these sewers, as there are, you know, apart from the rats, there are no real oppositionary measures being taken here. Okay, I almost said something funny again, then oppositionary measures isn't really a real phrase, so I gotta be careful. There are rats in the sewer, there are no humans. I believe we may put it that way. So once again, oh, gotta be careful. Stop rushing around, fan. Okay, this is a bad look on the internet. There we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now, there's not much for me to say, as I've been through this whole series of actions several times already. So I'll be keeping quiet for now, I believe. Oh, dear. I've been spotted. You know, perhaps I'm just not cut out for this dark mod thing. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna close my channel and delete all the videos on it. I am not cut out for this. So, this is going to be my final goodbye.